Hello everyone, Brickbar here, and today guys I'm going to be showing you every single Iron Man minifigure in my collection. This is a new series on the channel where I'm basically going to be showing off every single figure of a specific superhero or character from a superhero movie, or maybe even some other franchise in the future that I have. But I have to say this as a disclaimer, this is not every single Iron Man figure ever made, obviously. These are just the ones that I currently own, and I am planning on doing an update of this video when I get more figures in the future. But for right now, I just decided to show you guys all the figures that I currently have in my collection. Starting from the very first released figure up to the most recent ones. So yeah, let's get into this. First minifigure we're going to be looking at is a figure from Age of Ultron. This is the Iron Man Mark 45, I think. I'm not too familiar with the ones from Age of Ultron, but either way, this one here, right here, I got from the Iron Man vs. Ultron set. It was like the smallest set of the wave. And also, I do like how the figure looks. You can see there's some very good detailing on the front of his torso. Also on his back, as you can see right there. And by the way, sorry about the pretty bad lighting, but it's pretty dark outside, so this is the best I can do. Sorry about that, but you can also see there's some exclusive printing on this front of the mask, including some gray printing on the side there, which is pretty unique. And this is also the face that most of these figures have. You can see an angry expression on the front, and then a more calm expression on the back. Those are the two face prints that most of these figures have, and I'll point out if they don't. Also, if you're wondering how the Iron Man masks work, they just go up like this. I'm not going to show every single figure like this, because I don't really see a point in that. But yeah, that's it for the first figure. Now let's move on to the next one. And we're going to stay in the year 2015, because this is the Iron Man for Mark 43. This one was also from Age of Ultron, and I think I got mine in the Hulkbuster set, but I do also think it came in at least one other set as well. I can't remember fully. Now, while this figure is nice, it's probably my least favorite in the collection, just because it doesn't really stand out. I mean, at least with the Mark 45, he had this gray printing on the front of his mask. This Iron Man is just kind of your casual generic Iron Man figure, though that's not a bad thing. I do think it looks quite good. You can see there's a printing on the back, and yeah, he has the same face expressions on the front and the back of his head as well. And that's it for this figure, and that's it for 2015. Now let's move on to 2016. And starting out 2016 is the Silver Centurion. Now you guys know my feelings on this figure. I absolutely adore it. I think it is by far the best Iron Man minifigure I've ever gotten, and I think it's one of my favorite minifigures of all time. It's just such an amazing figure, and I have made a separate review on this figure alone in the ploy bag, so you can check that out. I think it should be on my channel somewhere. So I can't really talk about all the details here, but I will say that this is one of the few figures to actually have different face prints. You can see on the front here he has more of a smiling expression, and on the back he has a damaged face, which is from Iron Man 3, I think, after he fought Aldrich Killian. Either way, a really great figure, and now let's move on to the next one. And next up in 2016 is the Space Iron Man suit. Now this one is not from the MCU. This one is instead from the comics, and this is from the Avengers set, which I am thinking of reviewing soon enough. Either way, I love how this figure looks. I love the design of this figure with the white and the gold. It looks absolutely amazing. There's also some printing on the back there. It also has this extra attachment, which I don't really know why, but it does look good, so I don't really mind it. And overall, it's just such a unique and awesome figure, and it's actually worth quite a lot online, actually, which surprised me. And of course, he has the same facial expressions as most of the other ones in this collection. But yeah, overall, really great looking figure, and let's move on to the next one. And then guys, the last figure for 2016 is the Scuba suit. Now, once again, this is not from the MCU, this is from a comic-based set, the Red Skull Submarine Attack, I think it's called. And once again, really great looking figure, and once again, really unique colors for an Iron Man suit. With this one being this olive green and bronze combination. I absolutely love how it looks. You can see he has extra armor over his normal suit, which I think looks good. There's also some great printing under his armor as well, which I'm actually going to take off because I do want you guys to see it. I just need to get it off. There you go. And there you can see there's some actually really nice printing on the body and the back of the body itself, which is really nice to see. It's nice that they didn't skip out on any detailing. And the head is over here now. Great. But that's it for 2016. Now let's move on to 2018. Yeah, I don't have any figures from 2017, so we're just gonna move on to 18. Woo! And starting out 2018 is gonna be the Iron Man Mark 50. This guy is the one from the Thanos Ultimate Battle set. And yeah, this figure looks amazing. I absolutely love the printing on his torso and his legs. And there's also some great printing on the back of his torso. Now this one in particular I think has a little bit of misprint there, because that one, the printing right there is a little bit too much to the side, or that one is a little bit too much to this side. I don't know, but either way, it's still a great looking figure. You can see he has some blue eyes on his mask, and if you take off his head, you can see he actually has some exclusive face paint, or at least for this version of Iron Man. You can see on the front here he has a pretty cocky expression, and on the back he actually has the screen that we see on his face when we see underneath his mask in the movies, and I think that is very well done. I think that looks very cool, and I don't think they could have really done it any better. Either way, I really love how this figure looks. And then guys, of course we can't forget that since he came in the Thanos Ultimate Battle set, he also comes with these extra attachments to his back, which I actually think looks pretty cool. And I do like how they use these pieces right here on the back here, these like blast pieces and stuff like that. I personally think it looks really cool, and it is a nice little thing to get exclusive with him in that set. Either way, let's move on to the next figure. Next up guys is Tony Stark in his tracksuit, I think it's called. And yeah, I know this isn't him in an Iron Man suit, but it is Tony Stark, so I did decide to include it in this video. Now this is from the Bricktober pack from 2018 for Infinity War, and I have made a video about that one as well, so you can go watch that if you want some more detail on why this figure is amazing. But I just love the printing on him, honestly. The camouflage design on him looks perfect. The side printing on his arms, is actually really good. There's a nice printing on the back of his torso, and yeah, he's just an amazing looking figure. And he also comes with a couple of exclusive expressions. I think you can see he has a smile on the front, and on the back he has a scared face, which is nice to get for Tony Stark since we don't really get that too often. I don't know if those are exclusive, but I think they are. I don't fully know, but I'm pretty sure of it. Anyway, let's move on to the final figure of 2018. That being from the same Bricktober pack, War Machine. Now I know that some of you will say that this is not Iron Man, this is War Machine. And yes, while he is a different character in the movies and he is a completely different person, I did decide to include him here just because he is technically wearing an Iron Man suit. I mean, I know it's called the War Machine and everything, but I mean, it's basically an Iron Man suit. So I did decide to include him here. Also, I thought it would just be fun to look at this figure once again, because this figure looks so amazing. I can't stress enough how awesome this figure is. Love everything about this guy, and again, I did take a really deep dive into why I love this figure in the Bricktober pack review, so be sure to check that out. Either way, I just adore everything on him. I love the printing on his torso, on his legs, on his arms, on his mask even. And he even has some awesome expressions under there, where you can see this first one has the same screen thing as the Iron Man Mark 50. Just that his War Machines is red instead of blue, which I think looks really cool. Also, you can see he has an expression on the back there as well, which looks pretty similar. Again, sorry for the bad lighting in this video, but yeah, god, the lighting in this video is terrible. But either way, yeah, really cool, really amazing figure. Love how they made him. And I think it's the best War Machine figure to this date, but I don't really own any of the other War Machines, so I don't know fully, but I think it's definitely the most detailed. But either way, let's move on to 2019 and the final figure of this video. That, of course, being from Avengers Endgame, and this is the Iron Man that was found in the Iron Man and Dummy polybag. Now again, I have made a review of this polybag, so be sure to check that out. But either way, I think it's a good looking figure. The actual, what are they called? Quantum Realm suit on this figure actually looks pretty good. Though they are in most of the normal sets, so it's not too rare or anything. You can see there's a nice back painting on as well. And he also has the same mask as the Mark 50. Even though I think this is supposed to be the Mark 85 or something. I don't remember exactly which suit this is supposed to be, but either way, it is a little bit different from the sets, because in the set he actually has the rest of his suit, while this one just has the Quantum Realm suit. And as you can see, he also has the same expressions as the ones from Infinity War, and I think the ones from Endgame as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for every single one of my Iron Man figures in my collection. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I will continue this series. Most likely I'll make every Batman figure I have next, because I do have because my biggest collection of one character is Batman, so I will most likely be making that pretty soon. And when I say pretty soon, I probably mean like a couple of months, but you guys get the point. Either way, yeah, and yes, I am going to update this video in the future when I get more figures. I am planning on getting the Hall of Armor, so that will give me 3 new armors right there. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!